G'day legends, we're back at you with another video. In this episode we're going to be getting Josh's head CNC ported by the guys at Tremaniac Racing up at Yatala, and we're also going to be installing a 160° Fahrenheit thermostat, and we're going to be replacing the lifter buckets, and we're going to be installing ARP head bolts. So let's get into it. So right now we are we're unclipping the fuel injectors, and we're going to take the fuel rails out, and then we can take off the intake manifold. Now we've got all the bolts out, and we remove the intake manifold. So I think the next step is to take the ignition coil brackets out with the ignition coils and leads, and then we can take off the rocket covers. Now we're going to remove the ignition coil brackets, and we're going to take off the spark plug leads as well. Now we have removed the ignition coil brackets, and now it's time to take the rocket covers off. Then we can uninstall the heads and take them out and get them ready to be ported. We're going to remove the top rocket covers. There's 4 bolts each side, 8mm. Let's get it done. Crack them loose first.
That is no
I think we're a bit too tight.
That's fine. Too tight, it's not leaking, so I'm happy.
Right, one more.
Off the back then.
Up the back. Hardest to reach. Get on there.
Crank the fucking handle. I don't crank the button to get it on.
Right, so sometimes the rock covers can be a little bit tricky to get off, but yeah, here we go. Easy.
They've come off.
Easy as.
They've come off recently, brother.
So we'll put this on this side.
Gasket still.
Quickly having a quick glance at these PSI springs, looking very healthy, as well as these rocket trunnions, which are known for being very weak in LS engines. So yeah, they look alright. Yeah, hopefully they're getting changed soon anyway. Alright, so now we just got to do the other side. Removing the header bolts on Jim's SS. So yeah, 13mm bolts. Then we can take the cylinder heads off. We'll have to take the rocker arms off first. I'm going to take off all of the rocker arms, and we're going to be, after that we'll be able to take the cylinder head off completely. But first we'll have to take the accessories that are bolted to the heads. Just taking off the serpentine belt right now so we can take off any accessories that are bolted to the cylinder heads.
Oh yeah. Ow.
So yeah, Jim's SS, we're going to get a complete before and after dyno graph. What the CNC heads will actually do.
Yeah.
Right, so we've decided to make our lives a lot easier. We're going to remove the headers from the engine. So that's going to give us better access to all the head bolts that are underneath the headers. And it's just going to make taking the heads out easier as well. Ratchet in there, and then we'll undo all these head bolts on this side. Right, so what are we doing here, Jim?
Putting everything in some oil, mate, so it's good for the next couple weeks. Quint. It's not gonna fucking hell yet.
So that's the last bolt for the passenger side cylinder head. So we'll be able to take it off very shortly. Alright, so moment of truth, we're going to check to see if the lifters come out with the lifter buckets. Fuck. Yeah, so we've had one fucking stay in there. Oh dear. We're just going to demonstrate the difference between a worn out lifter guide bucket compared to a brand new one. So this is our standard Gold Clip LS7 lifter, and as you see, when we put this in here, it's actually very easy. There's like not really any force for me to put that in there, and I can also move it around like that. This one on the far side is probably the least, like probably the best one out of the other three here, but you can see here the lifter just falls out. So we'll test a brand new lifter guide bucket. Apologies for that. So yeah, I actually have to push this in here. Look, that stays in there. Look at that. I can't even like push that to go side to side. There's no twisting. that is what your lifter guide should be like. So guys, every time you do a camshaft swap, get your new lifters, make sure that they are genuine lifter guide buckets. You don't want to be going into your engine multiple times to replace this cheap plastic part that could cost you an engine. Just spend the money once, cry once, just do it properly, please. Camshaft wear.
I don't think there is any. I didn't really look.
No, it looks pretty good. Alright, so quick inspection of the cylinder heads. Bit of a goldy brown colour, but yeah, these are going to be sent to Tremaniac Racing to get CNC ported. So I'm not sure if he's going to get a little bit of material decked off the heads, but with his cam he can't really go much further than 2 thou, so I think that's what he might be doing. So stay tuned guys for part 2 where we get the heads back and put it back on, and part 3 will be the dyno figures, so we'll see it before and after. Thanks for watching guys, stay tuned for part 2 where we get the cylinder heads back and we'll put them back on the engine, and part 3 will be the dyno results. Thank you for watching. So you're wondering how long this job takes? It takes about 4 beers and 3 JDs.